how you make a bass line that sounds like this. Sound like this. So for the first bass line, I've added an EQ cut at 87 Hz, which is at the lowest note of the bass line. If you don't have an EQ that shows you the note frequencies, you can download this musical notes frequency chart. I'll leave a link in the description. It just shows you the frequencies of each note. If your note A4 is tuned to 440 Hz, which 9 out of 10 times every synthesizer nowadays is. There's a whole realm of the tuning of A2. Just Google 432 Hz and yeah, enjoy the rabbit hole. Where I've cut at that lowest note in the bass line, I've boosted a decibel and a half. I've also scooped out 2 dB at around 500 Hz area. This is a problematic area because a lot of things in your track will sit around this area, be it the vocals, tom, drums, synths, leads. So by scooping this out here, it adds a bit of room for other elements of your track. I've also added a track spacer. This is a side chaining tool. Rather than side chain the whole signal like a plugin called LFO tool would do, which sounds like this. You can hear it's actually ducking the front end of that signal. Track spacer allows you to choose which frequencies you want the sidechain to work. I've set it to a frequency of an F, 177 Hz, in and around an F. 174 is it, so I can tweak that a bit if you want to get really tight, and with quite an aggressive setting on the amount dial. Here's the difference. So you can actually still hear the upper harmonics of that bass line, which is exactly what I want. Now the second layer is a sub layer, and now this is just a sine wave in Serum. The sub's turned on, the sine wave direct out, so it's not going through any other processes. Let's hear that without anything on it. Just a simple sine wave. I've added a sausage fattener for a bit of distortion together with the gain plugin, because it goes really loud when you add that plugin. And I've actually found that gain dial, sometimes even when it's right down and this is right up, it's pushing your meter to crazy levels, which, you know, is good really. But for this example, you know, I added the gain plugin. Next on the chain, I've added a black box. That's another distortion tool. And then again, I've added a track spacer. The reason why we use this track spacer or an LFO tool or any side chaining function or plugin, it's to basically duck out the bass sound when the kick is kicking. It just sounds a bit messy without it. For example, you can hear it's just adding space. I'm sure if you've been producing, you've definitely come across the term sidechain. So yeah, that is basically how to make your bass line sound like this, to sounding like this. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. If you've got any other ideas of videos that you'd like to see, or if you're struggling with anything with regards to music production, don't hesitate to leave me a message in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.